Good evening, everyone. And first of all, I wanted to say thank you so much for coming down this evening. What we're getting ready to do is that the City Hall is going to turn red at 7:45, and so I'm going to make some comments after that time. But what we want to do is be able to, in 2 minutes, it's going to be time. So we can kind of either do a countdown once it gets to like 7:44, and we'll watch City Hall. Uh, we'll watch City Hall turn red. So I just want to make sure everyone, knows what's going on. So at 7:40, in about a couple minutes, we're gonna do the countdown, and we're gonna see a change at City Hall. Oh, it's starting. Oh, they're starting. Okay, so I guess because it takes a while for the lights to come up. So we'll just start now. Yeah. So it came on a little early, so we just say, welcome to Columbus City to City Hall as we celebrate Sickle Cell Awareness Month as we turn the city red. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Councilmember Priscilla Tyson, and again, I want to welcome you to City Hall. Today is such a special day for each and every one of you who certainly have been very involved with sickle cell in our community. And for me, this is my 14th year on Columbus City Council. 14 years ago, I was able to pass the first resolution to recognize Sickle Cell Awareness Month in the city of Columbus. And as I get ready to retire at the end of this year, I thought it was so important that last year we did light it red, but it was really kind of a small event, but this year it was so important to me that we continue to light our City Hall red, but most importantly, celebrate each and every one of you who have been focused on this work. And so tonight at Columbus City Council, we passed a resolution that focuses on to proclaim, I'm going to read, September as Sickle Cell Disease Awareness Month in the city of Columbus, and to recognize and thank the Columbus Urban League Young Professionals, Beyond the Cell, the Ohio Sickle Cell and Health Association, the Faith Thomas Foundation, the Ohio State University Comprehensive Cancer Center, Nationwide Children's Hospital, the Greater Columbus chapter of the American Red Cross, the African American Greek Associations, affected families, and to each of you for your advocacy and commitment to bringing awareness to sickle cell disease. And each of you, again, were invited here because, again, we want to recognize and celebrate the work and the commitment of our sickle cell champions and some of the organizations that continue to work in this space. Like many of you, I've been a partner in this fight to bring awareness to sickle cell disease with my son, John, and John is with me today. He is here today with me to be able not only to celebrate tonight, but also as I recover from my surgery, he has certainly been a big helpmate to me. And so, I just believe that nothing happens by accident. Nothing happens by accident. And certainly I would not have thought that, like many of the parents, families that are here that are affected by sickle cell, that this would have been a part of their lives. But what each of these individuals who have been affected by this disease have done is they have taken this disease and taken this situation in their lives and turned it into a positive to be able to help others and to make change in the lives of sickle cell. As I said, I don't believe in accidents. And so again, for me, I am here to support you tonight. This is what this is about. And so I want to be able to, as most of you know, I don't want to share, we talked about this earlier, but sickle cell disease really does, over 100,000 Americans have sickle cell disease, and over 1,000 babies generally are born each year with sickle cell disease. However, much has been done to reduce the complications, improve treatment, and to decrease some of the symptoms for persons stricken with this disease. There continues to be a gap in care for sickle cell disease. Moreover, there is an ongoing need for innovation, treatment, research, and cure. And as many of you know, blood transfusions remain the most common and effective treatment in our fight against this disease. And each of your organizations have committed yourselves to ensuring that the Central Ohio has a solid and diverse supply of blood supply for our sickle cell patients through the hosting also and promotion of various blood drives. So again, today at Council, we passed Resolution 153X proclaiming September as Sickle Cell Awareness Month in Columbus. So, I want to share, so we have resolutions and we also have individual proclamations for families, but also, I also want to recognize you as 2021 sickle cell champions. And so I have, I'm going to share this, some awards that we'll be presenting today for many of you who have certainly been involved in this work. So it says, this is from the City of Columbus City Council, 2021, the Sickle Cell Champion. And so I'm gonna call up some individuals to be able to come and get these awards. The first person that could not be with us today is Miss Cheryl Jones. Many of you know Cheryl. She works at the Ohio Department of Health. She's unable to attend, but we have an award for her. The next award, and I'm going to need someone to assist me to pass out the award, is Dr. Desai from the Ohio State University Comprehensive Cancer Center. Sorry. So Dr. Desai, we just really appreciate your advocacy on the your advocacy, especially in working with our adult sickle cell patients and working on the relationship with Nationwide Children's Hospital. So Dr. Desai, thank you for your ongoing advocacy and support of our sickle cell patients. Thank you so much.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you. And that's also, here's your resolution for you. So thank you. And I'll give you a box. Sorry. Thank you. So everyone's going to, I also then want to recognize Felice Thomas. Felice for the Faith Thomas Foundation. If she can come up, please. You guys can stay up if you like. Felice. And again, thank you for your ongoing support with the Faith Thomas Foundation and your relationship between Nationwide Children's and the Ohio State University, making sure that young people are getting what they need to make that transition. Thank you so much, Felice.
Thank you. I just have something to say real quick. I want to thank you for all the work that you've done for the City of Columbus related to sickle cell.
Well, thank you. Thank you. But this is about everyone else today. Thank you so much. From Nationwide Children's, I want to recognize Dr. Anthony Viella. I want to make sure I'm saying the name correctly. Thank you so much for your ongoing support at Nationwide Children's and making life better for our young patients that you see and care for each and every day. And so, and it was important for this to be read, to think about the blood and think about our patients that you care for.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Our Sickle Cell and Health Association, Annie Ross Womack. Annie. Here's somebody's box. Thank you. What happened? Where's Annie? I'm like, what happened to Annie? Thank you. certainly want to say thank you on behalf of 88 counties, but most importantly, we want to say thank you on behalf of the City of Columbus for all the work that you do to bring education and awareness about this disease and advocating for the patients with sickle cell. Thank you. Such a blessing to our community. Thank you, Andy. The Columbus Urban League Young Professionals, they have certainly been working to be advocates to ensure that we are with blood drives for making blood drives in our community and bringing awareness and education. And so I don't know if Ms. Walters is here, but I also know that Nick Bankston, who's also been on the Young Professionals, the Columbus Urban Young Professionals, would want to come and accept the award on behalf of the young professionals at the Thank you so much, Nick, for all that you do and have raised awareness, and certainly being such an advocate and sharing and being such a support system as you support individuals in our community with sickle cell. Thank you so much. Thank you. I want to thank all of the family, the Divine Nine, Mr. Jonathan Bailey, who has certainly, when I think about as we heard today, it is so important for individuals who have sickle cell disease that they have to get blood transfusions. And those blood transfusions, I mean, we know that blood is universal. However, we also know that culturally, there are still differences in terms of the blood for our patients with sickle cell. And so Mr. Bailey has worked with the Divine Nine to make sure that they are donating blood for our patients. There was just a blood drive this past Saturday, and we gave certificates to all the different sororities and fraternities that have been instrumental in making sure that we have a diverse blood supply for our sickle cell and patients that are affected with blood disorders. So thank you so much, and we give you your work. Thank you so much for the work that you do, Mr. Bailey. It's such a blessing to us. I also want to recognize Deborah Armstrong, who is here. Deborah. Oh, there she is on this side. Thank you. And Deborah, when we talk about, and with also Felice, we talk about individuals that have been fighting and being advocates for being advocates for sickle cell patients. There are some individuals who are here today that have been affected based upon their family members have been affected of this disease. And certainly want to recognize that early on that they were out here being advocates and making sure that individuals that were affected with this disease, that there are parents out speaking on behalf to help change the lives for individuals with sickle cell. Deborah, thank you for your ongoing advocacy for many, many years and being an affected parent. As well as Felice, thank you. Habiba Bankston, Beyond the Cell. And so I want to thank Habiba, and as I mentioned, Nick has certainly been such an advocate supporting his wife, but also supporting all sickle cell patients. But Habiba has created a nonprofit organization called Beyond the Cell that is definitely bringing more awareness to this disease, and we're so happy that she is here today with her baby. And I will tell you that because of the research with the research in terms of the people standing behind me, that are the physicians and researchers, that things have certainly changed from 20 years ago, 10 years ago, and certainly a representative of that is to see Habiba here with her, she and Nick's beautiful baby boy that are here. So Habiba, thank you for being such a champion and not only in just the fight against sickle cell, but just watching you and seeing what can happen when you have the right care and you trust God that what happens in our lives. So thank you so much for your ongoing advocacy of Beyond the Cell. Thank you so much. The American Red Cross of Greater Columbus, and I want to thank Tanika Jeffries. Now I know Tanika works for Nationwide Children's, but she's also is at the certainly at the American Red Cross. But Tanika has a very special relationship with I said with Nationwide Children's and the work that she does to advocate for sickle cell patients, but she also leads a diversity and inclusion board of the American Red Cross. And that is so important because, again, they have been instrumental in ensuring that we have a diverse blood supply to support the quality of life for our sickle cell patients. So I want to thank you for what you are doing to change the lives of sickle cell patients. Thank you. Thank you. And I want to also recognize someone else that is here, and I certainly will make sure that an award will also be presented to her, and that's Miss Mary Briley. Mary, I want to thank you for what you have done, the sacrifices that you have made, like other families up here who have been affected by sickle cell, and just want to say thank you very much for being here. And you will be, as soon as I order this other award, you will be receiving the same award that everyone else has. So thank you very much. So please come up. And here is a resolution for you, and you will also be getting that. And I love these shirts, say Sickle Cell Matters. So again, I want to thank, I have other certificates to be given out, but I also, again, want to thank all the Greek organizations that have been supportive. So for each of you who are here today, you're here because you're advocates for this, advocates for sickle cell disease and to improving the lives of the patients. So thank you very much for being here. Thank you for this. I'm so happy we were able to light City Hall red. It is a symbol of what this city does care about this disease. And as I leave City Council at the end of the year, I am sure that as the new council members, I would say one in particular, will certainly be continuing on with this amazing tradition to light the City Hall red and to make sure that we don't forget about our patients with sickle cell disease, and will continue to be an advocate. So again, thank you for being here. I don't want you to stand very long. Thank you so much. It is a blessing that you're here, and may God continue to bless each and every one of you and bless each of these individuals who are certainly being advocates for patients of sickle cell in our community. Thank you, and have a great rest of your evening. Oh, you want to say something? Oh, take a picture.
We're taking a picture, remember?
Okay.